shit, you guys heard that? I'm sorry. All right. What's up, everyone? How we doing today? Happy Tuesday. Let me just go ahead and just get the music here. I have it up this time. They want something different. I'm going to try to just scroll as far down as I can. That's good enough. Let's try this one. Maybe not that one. Okay, this is good. I like this one already off the bat. All right, let's go ahead and switch canvas here because you guys are getting probably tired of staring at the intro screen. Scene. What's up, everyone? How we doing today? Good to see y'all. Let's see. Pratish Wave. Hello, my friend. Oh, I am hyped. Hello, Johnny. How you doing? I'm doing good. Yeah, doing good. I don't know what I was gonna say. I see Pratish made a proper rest comment. I'll address that in a second. Druther, hello everyone. Good to see you, my friend. Mr. Reckless, hey Johnny, how you doing, buddy? Are you taking proper rest? I'll be honest with you, I am not getting the best sleep schedule. Yeah, I've been hanging out with Kite and my friend Monk the last 2 days, and I decided to pull the trigger and try the Escape from Tarkov, and Kite was very excited for it, so all three of us we were playing the last night, and it's an interesting game. Definitely a new thing for me. There's a lot of things I have to learn, so going into that, I feel fine though. Just like my sleep schedule is absolutely atrocious at this point. Let's see. Smash the like button. I appreciate you, Coyote. Yo, good to see you, my friend. Big Egg Roll, yo, Johnny, hope you're feeling better, bro. I am. I'm doing much better, man. I appreciate you guys checking up on me. I'm doing fine. Like I said, my sleep schedule isn't the best. I went to bed at like, what is it? Like 4:15 in the morning. So like, what is that? I can't do the math. Like 9 hours ago, right? 12, 6, 8. Yeah, about 9 hours ago. So I got okay sleep. I woke up like an hour and a half ago. Just got myself ready for to do today's stream. But yeah, we're doing good. Before I get started, guys, I didn't realize this, but Kite actually streamed today. And I know if you guys haven't seen the stream, he's just been inactive because, you know, he took a break, and then, you know, a good friend of his passed away. And I watched the video that he posted, and it's absolutely heartbreaking. I got butterflies in my stomach because it sucks this, you know, lose a friend like that, especially, you know, when you have a long history like that. Like I think him and his friend go back to like elementary school days, which is it breaks my heart, man, because I was trying to put myself in that same situation. So, you know, go check him out. Kite's down here. You know, he didn't really. I watched like about half of it, but you know, he's back in the loop for now. I was surprised. You know, we were just talking last night. You know, I didn't really like mention live streaming to him or anything. I know some of you guys ask me. I know some of you guys have asked me about where he was and all that. And just me personally, like, you know, I know he's going through some stuff, so it's not my business to say. But you know, every once in a while I do talk to him, and you know, just given that situation, I'm glad to see that he's, you know, back again, and it's really good to see him. So guys, go check him out. Go check out that video. Let him know that we love him. Let's see. I saw Kite's video. I gave him a sweet comment. Fortunately, words can't help now. Yeah, Retro, you're absolutely right. You know, all we can do is just, you know, give him time to, you know, get back in the swing of things. Let's see. Did you see how BTC went back into that channel? Yes, we'll talk about talk about that here shortly. But how did he die? If you watch I don't know exactly how he died, but if you watch the video, or if you watch Kite's stream and you click on that video he posted, I'm just gonna play snippets. But even in the description, where was it? He had like some sort of heart condition. I don't remember exactly if that was the cause of his death, but he had a heart defect when he was born, and Make-A-Wish Foundation did a whole thing for him, and it was tough, man. Let's see. It was interesting that Kite took profit on BTC without any continuation. Yeah, I understand where he's coming from. I personally, you know, his stance is that we are, you know, very high, very extended up into this range. You know, let's just go ahead and segue into that. Alan Clark, sorry, I'm like, good evening, good to see you, my friend. No worries. Like I said, we're just getting started, so you didn't miss much. Let's take that and go right into the swing of things. So, Kite took profit because based on where we are right now, it kind of makes sense to a point to go ahead and take profit. I necessarily didn't. I wasn't 100% on the same page. I agree with him that, hey, you know what? We could be topping out here soon, or at least due for a larger pullback, which is something I've been talking about for the last couple weeks. You know, this looks like to me one continuous trend. I would like to see some sort of larger pullback, and you know, it probably would take its time, but at least it would come up, and then eventually come up and it form an Adam and Eve, which is something he loves. That's something that I look at every once in a while. Something he loves to look at as well when it comes to bullish patterns. But for me personally, I get the premise of where he's coming from, but at the same time, is that we truly don't know where price is going to go. So for me personally, I am a little bit less. How do I say this? I'm less quick to take profit based on some ideas that I might have. Let's say that, you know, I personally think we might be bearish. You know, we could be bearish. We have the bearish divergence, which I'll show here. Now, I know you guys, bearish divergence, I know it's something I don't look at normally, but he's the one who actually brought that up to my attention not last night, the night before. And I've been taking a look at it every once in a while. Maybe once every 2 months, I'll take a look at it. And, you know, if you go to the 2-hour RSI, you know, if you guys watch Kite's video, you guys know what I'm about to do. But basically, you change the input of the RSI length. And if you guys want to know more about this, it's actually not it's actually a decent tool. Me personally, I don't use it to make any trading decisions, just how I view things. It could be a good way to kind of, you know, back up your ideas you might have. And basically what changing the length of the RSI does is you can see it mimics price action pretty well, but it shows you where the true divergences are. Divergences are. Wow, I don't know why that was a tongue twister for me. There's one. As you can see, we're in a giant bearish divergence now. Now, if you guys are familiar with Kite and how he talks about things, there is a thing called a broken, I guess the ball against the glass theory. I'll go ahead and explain that. Here shortly. But pretty much, you know, there's a lot of bearish pressure. Does this mean this is going to be the top? I personally don't think so. I think if we are going to climb to 10K, I don't think we're just going to go straight down to it. I think we need to definitely get more money trapped into buy positions up here and then take that liquidity and bring it back down. That's just me personally. But yeah, there's a lot of bearish pressure according to the RSI. You know, this is a pretty significant bearish divergence in my opinion. Now, if you guys want to know what the ball against the glass, ball against the window theory is it's actually a really good theory. This is something that I didn't make up. Kite coined it, and I think it's fantastic. Actually, I need to bring that up to show you guys. So, I used to use these kind of methods. I used to think about this when I was trading back in my old traditional ways of using support and resistance, RSIs to look for divergences and all that. The ball against the ball against the window theory is if you take a ball, all right, and you throw it really hard, all right. Throwing the ball really hard is, I guess, a metaphor for how strong the divergence is on the RSI. You know, if you, in this case, we're throwing the ball pretty damn hard at the window. Okay. If we throw it really hard at the window, and if the ball makes contact and the window breaks, that means the price breaking down or price following the divergence is a metaphor for the window breaking. Okay. But if we take all this strength, throw it at the window, and the window doesn't break and the ball bounces back at us, now it's not going to bounce at us with the same force, but it is going to bounce back at us with similar force. What does that mean? That means, you know, when we kind of translate it into price action, that means we can actually use this momentum from the bearish divergence to actually propel us to more upside. Now, there's this was a very big case of something that was huge back in the bull market, because yes, we might have found some bearish divergences and bearish pressures, but we were in such an aggressive uptrend that we just took that momentum and just rode with it and pushed the price even higher. That can absolutely be a case scenario for what is going on, what could be happening here. I'm not saying that just because there's a bearish divergence doesn't mean that we're dead set on moving up to those high, moving down and breaking down so aggressively. I've seen this happen before, and that's another reason. That's part of the reason why I am a little bit hesitant on taking profits up in this regions, just because we truly don't know what price is going to be, how price is going to behave, especially if there's signs going with or against our original idea. I'm going to be just a little bit more cautious with taking profit, just because one, we're in such a good position. Two, just because the bearish signs are there doesn't mean that we have to respect them, doesn't mean that we have to go ahead and break down. You know, we can take that same bearish pressure, bearish momentum, and just, you know, redirect it to the upside. Let's see. You miss Johnny just flashes abs. I ain't got no abs, my friend. I just got a brick wall. Let's see. I still got my longs. I'll live. Yeah, CPI tomorrow will be wild. I'm keeping them until we hit 25K at least. It's not a bad number. No, my chicken isn't defrosted for dinner. What a disaster. But yeah, that's part of the reason why, like, yes, there is a lot of signs pointing to the downside, and yes, we are taking shorts according to the structure and how getting ourselves in a good position to take advantage of that move down. But like I said, Just because there's a lot of bearish pressure doesn't necessarily mean it has to break down. The odds and the probabilities of it breaking down are significantly higher, but we can easily take that momentum and just bring it right back up. So yeah, that's I guess a non-ABC talk of how I view things, and it's something you guys can consider. Just me personally, I just don't make any trading decisions off of the RSI, off of that theory, but I will keep in mind that, you know what, just because there is bearish pressure doesn't mean we have to go ahead and follow it. And that's why that, in the combination with I have a long position from pretty much the bottom, I'm not trying to get myself out of it anytime soon unless there is a valid, clear setup that shows that price wants to continue upwards. And as of right now, based on the continuation method, we don't have that. If I go to even here on a 30-minute, like I'm pinching out here, some people might say, what about this one? Not big enough. Not big enough for me. I need to see something like this. That'll go ahead. Just an example. We are now back in that channel we fell out from yesterday. As every channel, as everyone draws the same line, it can easily be a fake out to get everyone back in, and then they dump the price hard. What do you think? Yeah, absolutely. I think there's what could be possible as well is besides going into the range. We can easily come back up. I'm not saying, we can easily come back up, put in another high, get people trapped in longs. To me, that's where the money is. I feel like there's going to be a lot of liquidity up in this region. You're going to come up, grab it, and then just slam it down. Me personally, I hope that doesn't happen just for the sake of our position, but I can easily see that being the case as well. Will I continue to take, will I move my trade higher? Probably not. Yeah, I don't think so. I'm just gonna stick to that same entry if that is the case. But let's take a look. Did I cover everything I wanted to cover for BTC? Yeah. To be honest, BTC is not the best looking. We're just trending sideways right now. That does happen. But for me personally, and just how I view things, it's not terrible, but it doesn't give me a lot to talk about. So it's kind of unfortunate. Let's go to Ethereum. We'll talk about Ethereum. All right, so for ETH, what we got going on here, like I said, we do have the log position from this ABC, and I am still holding it. Like I said, we don't have a bullish continuation set up to go ahead and take profit on. Me personally, I'm willing to risk a little. I'm willing to take a little bit of profit off the table to give me that extra layer. Why did I open up a second bottle? Sorry, I got 3 bottles of water here. Which one? Okay, yeah, this one. I opened up a new one, took a couple sips, and then opened up another new one. But for me, I'm willing to pay a little bit in profit to go ahead and give me another position to get into, just because we just truly don't know where price is going to go. We can easily just keep going. Then one of the next levels to keep an eye out on is at 2038, and we could be getting into a situation to where maybe if this isn't the bottom here off of this pivot, maybe we're working our way down to one more. It really depends. I don't know, guys. Unfortunately, it's a good and bad thing, but I just don't know. We could be coming up, forming a larger C wave here, something like this. And then before continuing downward, ideally that'd be the best case scenario for shorts. I mean, that'd be the most confident short position in my opinion. But just because we're not there yet doesn't mean I won't take them if necessary. Let's see. Did you already buy some alts for the long term just in case this is a bull run? I'm still long from 15, 613 if I draw the line. It feels unreal. I have that position thanks to ABC. Did you take that did you take that bottom? 613. All right, you got it a little bit late, but that's a fantastic trade, man. For me, altcoin positions, I did buy a little bit of ADA at around 40 cents. You can see I have a line here because I actually am taking a short trade off of it, but I bought a little bit at 80 cents. I bought a little bit of Cadena at about 88 cents. So I'm sitting pretty on that. I'm probably going to sprinkle a little bit more into my spot buying positions above 40 cents. I'm not going to take any macro trades on altcoins. They're just more of a buy and hold thing for me. I don't know if there's anything else particularly that I'm eyeing. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm eyeing. Just ADA, KDA. Yeah. Oh yeah, I will post it in the Discord. Hey man, congratulations! That's awesome. I'm glad. See, sometimes I come up with these setups, and I know you guys are doing fantastic. Some of you guys are doing great. For some reason, I just feel like I'm the only one taking these trades. That's just me personally, but I know you guys are doing it. So good job, great job, guys. For those who did take that trade, some of you guys are doing fantastic in the group. Couldn't be proud of some of you guys. You guys are learning very well, and you guys are also asking great questions. I actually want to. Someone asked me something in my group. Who sent me a friend request? Okay. Sorry, I just realized I was checking some stuff on Discord real quick. Bitarius, are you in the Bitarius, are you here in the chat right now? Because I noticed you posted something on the Discord. I was lucky I was behind my PC with a good beer. Hey man, that's good. Bitarius, yes. Okay, cool. If you want, do you want me to go over your question now? Because that's a good question. I kind of want to share it with the group here. Let me know what you think. All right. Let's see. Sure. Okay, cool. I'll go ahead and that's my my generic background. Let's see. Just okay. Where is Bitarius' thing? I'm gonna see if I can screenshot this. Actually, no, let's move it over. All right. So Bitarius asked in my Discord group, asked a great question. I see 80% of cryptos I watch, they have very similar setups. Is this why I only trade a few? Would you, Johnny, think it makes sense to maybe try and do as many setups with less money for each setup? So in the case if you fail, in total you have a nice group of trades, a little profit fees. Okay, that's a great question. Me personally, the reason why I don't take every single ABC is because you have to go ahead and try to one, limit your capital exposure. So I'm not gonna say if you're absolutely using proper risk management, you can't be doing that. There's another reason why I don't. I'll go into it in a second. But you make a absolute valid point. Firstly, it's to limit my exposure. Right, risk is not just about percentage that you're risking per trade, your capital, and adjusting it as you're winning or losing. It's also about total portfolio exposure. For some reason, that's always a tongue twister for me. Is understanding that you shouldn't have 15-20% of your money in trades at all times. That is a terrible risk exposure, especially if the market goes in the opposite direction. You just lost 15-20% just in one little movement like that. That's the most important reason why, and that's something I try to practice as I try to preach to you guys. Is in the past I have taken my Bybit looks something crazy. Like let's see, let me pull up my Bybit right now. My Bybit has, at one point I was trading 15, 16 positions in one direction, which is absolutely terrible. You guys should not be doing that. And I was doing really good until the market went in the opposite direction, and I just got absolutely destroyed. Let me just go ahead and pop the Discord. Pop the Bybit here. As you can see, now I know some of you guys are going to be asking about the KDA trade. At the time I was streaming, I wasn't streaming, I was hanging out with Kite. We were just talking, and then it was at entry, it was a little bit below entry. I just didn't feel confident sharing it at the time. I only took half risk on this position. But I did mention to you guys the 88 position. I'm still holding everything here. But yeah, at one point you would have to scroll down on this section of my chart to see all the amount of trades I have. It's just not good for your psyche. It's not good, I guess, mental wise, to one, manage 15 positions. Two, like I said, it's also about preserving capital, making sure it makes sense to not overexpose yourself, and limit the amount of money you have trading at a certain time, if that makes sense. Not trying to use 20% of your account all in one swing. That's an absolute recipe to get your ass kicked. So do not recommend that. Just keeping that in mind, just letting you guys know. That's the main reason why. I think Bidarius asked, that was a great question to ask. Yeah, do not go ahead and overexpose yourself. So that's the main reason why I don't take too many positions. Yes, you guys can go ahead, and it's good to understand and know the setups on different coins, just in case, maybe if I missed one, or let's say one isn't working out for me. For the perfect example, this is LTC. LTC has been absolutely kicking my ass. If you guys took this set of trades here, you guys would have got your you guys would have had a fun time. You dig in this setup here off of this line, this short, you would have been having a fun time. I stopped taking LTC up here. I'm waiting for down here just because I had a feeling this was going to be extra headache. I just didn't want to deal with it. So, yeah. I did it again. I'm so used to using the web browser version of Discord sometimes. Let's see. Let me just go ahead and make sure. Can confirm I have been smoked during that time too. Yeah, it's just not worth it, guys. But let me go ahead and go back to Ethereum. I'm so sorry, guys. I completely forgot to finish this. So going back to Ethereum, pretty much what we're going to be focusing on at the moment is just waiting for price to give us a bullish continuation setup. This is the ABC I'm looking to play. I know a couple of you guys have mentioned this, and great job to those who have. You guys are definitely doing a fantastic job. And pretty much all we're doing is, I'm gonna do a video doing like a breakdown or run through how I go ahead and do the continuation setup, a step by step. Just because some people are confused about how I go ahead and approach it. I'll do a quick breakdown. Pretty much the easiest way to explain a continuation setup is, once you have a original bullish position and then you're looking to get in at a higher region, you're waiting for another bullish setup to go ahead and take place so you can go ahead and ride the momentum to the upside. All right, that's the ideal goal. And then what is going to happen is, once you get the A to the B, all right, when price comes down and immediately touches the A wave, all right, you're not looking for a cross below. As soon as it touches the A wave, I go ahead and take profit on the original position. At this point, we're probably gonna get a wick below. When we get that wick below, I'm gonna have the bot come in. Obviously, I have the bot set up ahead of time already. The bot's gonna come in, get my entry for me, and then I don't have to worry about it. Gosh, just to avoid ABCs on LTC. Yeah, try to play the larger structure like Coyote said. But surprisingly, yeah, LTC over the course of my ABC trading career, I would say, has caused me more headaches than not, but I've had some really good trades on LTC as well. So take with that as you please. You guys can absolutely go ahead and trade LTC if the ABCs are valid. I do. But like I said, in this case, stick to the larger setups. And that's pretty much it. You take profit as you're touching the line. Once it gets back below, you're waiting for an entry back above, and then that's it. That's all you do. And make sure you guys account for the adjusted margin. So if you guys take profit, in this case, let's say you're at $1,000. I just like to make this easy. Let's say you're at $1,000, and then you take profit on in this case, it's gonna be, an extra. Oh, you guys can't see it. an extra $120, just to say. Oh, okay, maybe $100. So make sure you add the $100 to the trade with the extra margin and go ahead and adjust it properly. That's pretty much it. All right. I think we just need to go over LTC, which is something I briefly mentioned before, but I'll go ahead and show you the larger structure and the larger setups I'm looking to play. And the reason why I skipped the higher entry. All right, for LTC, pretty much the main structure I'm looking for to play off of is this ABC here, A to a B to a C. All right, and from there, we're gonna go ahead and wait for the entry back below 85.40. All right, 85.40. Once we get back below there, I'm gonna go ahead and take a short. And then that's pretty much it. Now, some people have mentioned this ABC, and yes, I did try to take a trade off of this setup, but just the way it's just been behaving, I don't like the way this has been developing. So I originally was taking that 91.71, but at this point I just ditched it, and I'm just gonna wait for the 85.40. Speaking of the bot, I can't remember when the update comes out, like in the live stream William was talking about yesterday. I believe it comes out today, Fidarius. If you want, I can reach out to William, see if everything's done, and see if he'll post a video on it in the group. If not, there's a lot of it was FAQ stuff. So if you guys are in the future having issues, I think William is going to be posting. I'm not sure if it's going to be a blog post or just a separate page within trigger.trade to go ahead and just show you everything. I'll have to go ahead and double check with him though. Yes, that would be great. Yeah, I'll reach out to him. I'll reach out to him after the stream and see how that's going. And then I'll have him do it, or I'll just find, if he posts the video already, I'll go ahead and find a link and drop it for you guys, and I'll tag you. What are you expecting for the Fed meeting, dump or pump? If we pump to 25K, will you sell? Crypto Beehive, I try not to have any expectations going into news. I do 100% understand, and I am aware that yes, these meetings do have an effect to some degree. Does it have enough effect for me to go ahead and make a trading decision off of? No, that's just me, my personal opinion. I think when using this strategy, and I think also when going into trading in general, some of these things are expected. What I mean by expected is some people are expecting certain outcomes. Some people are expecting certain market to behave a certain way, but leading up or because of the CPI or any other sort of inflation news or any serious reports that the U.S. government comes out with. Absolutely, I am aware that is the case. But for me, just we have our levels. We know what makes sense. If Fed news is positive and we pump, fantastic. I have a long position. I'll just keep holding. If Fed news is negative and we dump, fantastic. For me, I come out of this winning regardless, and that's the main point of how we do things. Is that regardless, we're focusing on the bigger picture, and we're gonna be coming out on top. We're gonna be ahead of. I would say ahead of everyone, but we're gonna be ahead to the point to where we don't really have to think about stuff like that because I'm in such good positions already. To me, I have major invalidation points. I have trades that I'm focusing on major pivots. If this short fails, if we keep pumping, fantastic. Holding along from down here. If we fail and let's say it's bad news, we get rejection and it continue downward, fantastic. I have a short trade. I'll be making even more money just because my margin is a little bit more on my short. Fantastic. So I really don't take the time to really think about it. Let's see. And if we pump up to 25K, I won't sell. I'll just keep holding it until the only way I would sell is if we get a bullish ABC continuation set up. Mambo VP Johnny, I'll leave. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. How do I get that sexy pink color to my name? What are you talking about? Is this a joke? Am I missing something? Let's see. Retro. Let's see. At news moments, price can pump it up heavily. Sometimes a few percent stop loss. Sometimes a few percent stop losses isn't enough. Yeah, but to me, like I said, we're focusing on major invalidation points, and if price really wanted to keep pumping, we would just let it go. If price does fight more in this region, you know, maybe if another setup forms, I'll take it. But to me, I'm focusing on the main pivot. That is, everyone's name is in pink color. Is that true? Whoa, what the heck? Huh. I guess he's right. Do you guys see this on my screen? Let's see if I pop out the chat. Yeah, look, on my screen, some people are red, some people are pink, some people are blue. Huh, I have no idea. I think maybe it depends on how active you are in my chat. No, that doesn't make sense. I know Coyote's here a lot. I know Big Egg Roll, if you're still here. He's relatively new, so his is a different color. Josh V's been an OG since the beginning. He's red. This is interesting. I'll take a look at this after a leave, after stream. That's interesting, though. All right, sorry about that. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see pink. My chat isn't pink either. Yeah, I mean, on all my streaming UIs, everything seems normal. But if you do pull it up separately, I mean, I didn't. Maybe it's a certain. Is it a holiday or something? Is YouTube celebrating something? I don't know. But yeah, I have no idea. Alif, if I can, do you want your name changed to pink? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Do you want the pink name? If I can find a way to change it, I'll change your name to pink, unless you want something different. But I think it's just a thing on YouTube's end. I don't think it's something on pink. Pink means gay. Come on, Pratheesh. This is 2023. That's not true. I'm just kidding. Am I kidding though? All right. Let's see. It's all good, man. I thought I was tied to being a lifetime member in your Discord. Oh, you know what? That wouldn't be a bad idea. Maybe if I'm allowed to get assigned roles, maybe I'll do that when Goof. I did say it's 2022. Did I? It's 2023, my friend. I'm so sorry. I'm way behind. This always happens to me. Every time there's a new year, it takes like 2 to 3 months for me to go ahead and adjust. Even like on my own my paperwork and stuff, but back when I used to work, I would always sit there and write last year I'd write 2021 for a solid 2 or 3 months, and I'm like, crap. Must have been a good new year. No, I'm just kind of stupid sometimes. If Goof, are you trying to make fun of me because I said 2020? It's like 2022 that I got the year wrong, or the fact that I said, hey, it's 2022, or in this case 2023? Are you holding any spot positions? Do you use stop loss for those, or are they long-term bags? For me, I kind of handle my spot positions in two different categories. One is a hodl, like DCA bag. One is spot. I don't necessarily use the spot buying positions. So like when I talk about spot buying, a lot of the times, for example, like with ADA, you know, you could take a spot position and use like a very extended stop loss. So like anywhere from like, you know, 10 to 15%. I'd say 10% is a good one. You know, basically every time price gets below 10%, you go ahead and exit. That's a good, that actually wouldn't be a terrible method. I just personally don't do it. Some people do that, and some people do this instead of hodling, which you can go ahead and interchange the two. It really depends on your style. Me personally, I just buy, I use my spot buying more as a hodl. Maybe I'll go ahead and try it. But for me, when I use this kind of method, I primarily just use a macro position to where I'll use leverage, and I'll just use a wider stop loss and just let price do what it do. But I haven't really took, you know, I'm kind of upset. I did not take a swing position on this, like a swing trade. Unfortunately, usually I'm a little bit more, not proactive, but I do a better job of keeping an eye on my spot account. Just between how busy the Discord's been and all that stuff, I just haven't been paying attention to my swing account. It's not that much. I make okay money on it. All I just did instead, I just swapped some money in that into inverse perpetual. I'm just letting it ride. So you know, at the end of the day, I am still walking away with something on that, but I didn't take an actual swing position. But to answer your question, I don't use any spot positions. I kind of just hodl. Let's see. You got 3-year wrong. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, Goof. I'm a bit slow. I think you can't change the colors on YouTube, but I have seen it on Discord. Yeah, I mean, yeah, on Discord I set roles. And basically, you know, if you're part of the crew, ABC crew is green. Me, I'm blue. Patreon members who are month to month are going to be yellow. I've changed the way I structured the Discord recently, just because I realized that having all these tiers and levels, it doesn't make sense. What is okay money for you? That answer has changed over, I guess, the past couple of years. For me, okay money used to be a couple thousand. Like I would say anywhere from between 5 to 10K, like 7 to 8,000. But you know, I kind of lowered my standards to what, you know, not to what I expect, but for what I consider reasonable money, just because of one, what I'm currently, my situation, kind of budgeting my life at the moment, and just that in general. For me, I would say the standard for okay money is like maybe 1,000, 1,500, somewhere around there. Okay, thanks, Johnny. Do you convert inverse? How do you convert? You showed it last time. I can't remember. Yeah, I could do that for you. All right. So if you go to, let me sure I got it right first. No, I forgot how to do this. Hold on. It's a lot easier on my phone. Okay, I got it. All right, so what you're going to do is, let's say you're in Bybit's menu. So you go to Bybit's menu, go to assets, derivatives. Make sure you guys can see that. Okay. And then basically you go to USDT, click exchange, and then basically I'm not going to go through it just because it's pretty straightforward process. But like, all right, I'll do it with like XRP because I don't have any XRP. So basically you go to XRP here, and then you XRP can convert it to whatever, just hit whatever amount, or if you want to hit all, you can set an amount and then it'll calculate it and then you can just do it for you. Pretty straightforward. Let's see. Alan Clark, is that per week? No, guys. No, guys. That is not per week. I'm just letting you know. That is not per week. That's like once every... When's the last time I took a... The last biggest position I had where I made decent money was off of this swing short. All right, and I took profit somewhere around here off of this area. I wasn't using a continuation method then. I took profit around here. That, I mean, how long ago was that? Back in May of 22. All right, and then I took another swing position up here. And this was maybe, I remember walking away with just about like 900 to $1,000 bucks. So what is that? I made 1,500 here, about 900 here, and I haven't taken a swing position since. But what is that, every couple months? I don't want you guys to think I'm racking up $1,500 a week. I wish I was. What's that time period? Like, so that's 2 months. This one, July, and then this I did take profit here. July to October, so I'll let you guys figure that out. It's not 1,500 per week. If it was, I'll tell you what, I have a lot nicer of a studio if I was racking in 1,500 a week. Even though that's not really that much. But that in combination with everything else that I have going on, yeah, I would have a nicer studio. Let's see. Contracts, Mr. Johnny, how are you? I'm doing good, my friend. I know you're gonna ask me. Man. I will take a look at XRP here in a moment. Alan Clark, LOL. Yeah, no, I don't want you guys thinking I'm fucking sorry. I don't know why. I'm starting to get a little bit more into my environment here. I don't want you guys to think I'm some kind of whale. I do okay. I do all right. Let's just say that. I could do better. But that's partially because of security and not being greedy, as well as yeah, that's mostly it, actually. That's pretty much it. So for you, Mr. Contracts, pretty much same thing. As long as we're below that region, things are looking pretty bearish. You do have kind of a bullish ABC here. Me personally, it's decent. It's decent. It's not my favorite size setup. I personally like to see a little bit more established, but wouldn't be terrible. Wouldn't be a terrible trade. What looks like it's going to happen based off what I'm drawing, it looks like it's going to be something like this. We're putting another high, so we could put in one more high before reversing, or maybe we just keep going. Who knows? Something to keep an eye on. Why do you call yourself a whale in Discord then? It's kind of more of a joke. It's more of a joke. Papa Whale. It's a joke. I couldn't think of like a better title, so I just kind of came up with Papa Whale. Oh, enough with this Christmas BS. It's gonna be July, and then this song's gonna come up. honestly, in this bear market, if you're profiting, then you're ahead of most. Yeah, exactly. That's in a bear market. I'm not trying to make buku bucks. Let's see. Are you experimenting with Chat GPT and the ABC trading strat? I thought about it. The only issue with AI is that I don't think AI is on the level of understanding and recognizing clear separations in trend. To me, I feel like AI would sit here and just try to focus on every single movement. I mean, if it develops, fantastic. But at the moment, I haven't personally experimented, but I've seen people use Chat GPT to go ahead and create strategies, and it just doesn't appeal to me. Daily chart, can you go to ABC from going from June 22? Yeah. Let's go to 12 hour. Yeah, so ultimately contracts, the best bullish position, most bullish position I could see going for XRP is if we actually dump and put in a low past that that pivot at around 20, what is that, 28.57. If we can come down and put it in that low and reverse from there, fantastic. But that doesn't necessarily have to happen though. We can just keep going up. So just keep that in mind. Oh wait, and C can finish at 55 cents. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, I see what you're saying. You're talking about this one. This one, yeah, I believe you're talking about this one. Yes, absolutely can happen. This one can happen as well as keep it. Basically, at this point, you're just waiting for a major move in one direction. If we get a breakdown below, this setup becomes invalid, and then you basically look at to long when you get back above and ride the wave up. If we come up here and you could try to short, I'm not saying it could fully reverse, but that'd be a good position to fully try to take advantage of that off of. You can easily just keep going here if the bullish strength is strong enough. Of course, that's what a whale who is secretly banking in the millions. Guys, if that was the case, I would not be here. I'd be in an island in Malta. And they're from lower. Okay, gotcha. Perthish, Tesla. Yeah, let's take a look at Tesla. All right, so I've looked at Tesla in the past. Now look at this, guys. Look at this from a local low perspective. All right, not saying ABCs. You know, we could come back down, but at the moment, I did mention this in previous live streams from a while ago, is that we're in a good pocket of support. Would it be a terrible idea to pick up some Tesla? Me personally, I don't. Hold on, let me check. Oh, I don't have my phone on me. My phone's charging behind the green screen. Let's see. But your Discord name is Papa Whale. It must be true. You guys are really hanging on to that. No, I'm kidding. Maybe one day, guys. Maybe one day. Well, I have to go. Take care. Thumbs up. Thank you so much, Contrast. Good to see you, my friend. But yeah, Tesla. I mentioned I might have a share of Tesla. I don't remember off the top of my head. I gotta check my Robinhood. But I know I did buy a share of Apple. So Apple's doing decent. But you have that local low support. From an ABC perspective, you could be working on something like this. Either this is the bottom here, or we might put in one more. All right. If that is the case, if we're looking to put in one more, I need to see a clear setup like this. So for me personally, pretty much your pivots are this low and that high. If we can get back above that A, you're a little bit more, definitely can be more bullish, but unfortunately, I personally would not be buying up here. I mean, you could be buying up here. Technically, that is the correct setup to do. That is the correct thing to do. Just me personally, I probably would just bought off of that support. I will be one of those sucker fish that feed off of the scraps. So it's all good. No worries. No worries. Wow, guys, we're almost at 700 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. Every once in a while, to be honest, I used to check it every day. I check it like once every other day now. Just because I know for some reason, sometimes, depending on what time it is, I'll get a bunch of subscribers in like a period of a couple hours, and then next thing you know, the next day it'll like half of those will disappear. So I just try to keep up with it every other day. But thank you guys so much for the 600, and we're at 690 right now. At this point, we're gonna be breaking 1,000 here, probably in. Let's see, what was the rate at? Yeah, we're getting about 200 subscribers a month at this rate. So we're at, what was that, 690? At this point, yeah, we're gonna be there in about 3.5 months. In the Discord, could you have a section for your long-term hodl bags? I actually do. I haven't updated it recently just because, unfortunately, I've been focusing on the ABCs. But if you go to the Discord, if you go to... Yeah, I mean, I did talk about... Excuse me. If you go to all things DCA and go to John's ideas, I haven't posted since October, but you know, I did tell you guys I was buying some here. I did not post the KDA, the KDA buy, but I pretty much go over everything spot buying I like to go over. For Apple, I'm curious to see how this aged. So I posted this back in almost a year ago. So basically for Apple, I said 103.87 is a major low. There's some lows in between there. So 117 and 103. Let's see how that aged. Where's Apple? There it is. All right, so 129. All right, so we didn't get back down to that one, to that, what that 117. But I said around 137 was a good area for a pullback, and we did go ahead and test that region. So, like I said, it was more of like a longer term prediction saying, hey, you know, there's some good areas to support. Ultimately, I did, like I said, unfortunately, I did not post. I did buy a share at Apple, but I didn't buy it to like 132. But yeah, I do have my own setup. I do post on it occasionally. I just don't. A lot of the times, I buy off of local lows and setups off of ABCs as well. I just haven't done it recently. But yeah, ADA, I did take this buy position. I will start doing that more in the future. I mean, at this point, if we continue to pump, maybe it'll be kind of hard to do so, just because it wouldn't make sense for me to buy at certain areas. But I'll have to see how this develops in the future. Come on, man, ADA. Man, I have my phone with me. Maybe it's a good thing. Johnny, did you break up with Kite? No, I was with him. Me and Kite were hanging out last night. Like I said, if you haven't seen, Kite actually streamed recently, Alif. If you haven't seen that, he streamed. I don't have it up anymore, but he streamed. He streamed this morning. If you haven't seen that, go ahead and watch it. Like he's been You know, he took a break after streaming for pretty much every day for a couple months, but like 2 months straight. And then during that break, he had a child. I guess I would consider that a childhood friend. He had a childhood friend that he grew up with, pass away recently. And that's tough, man. Like I think about, you know, that made, when I watched that, made me think about my friends and all that, and I can't even imagine what he would go through, what he's going through. So I feel terrible for that. But I talked to him last night and the night before. He's doing good. He will be back on his schedule here soon. But yeah, Leaf, go check out his channel, or go back to Kite. He streamed like probably like 6 hours, I don't know, 8 hours ago. Right? Yeah, around like 6 a.m. I was dead asleep. If I was awake at the time, I would have watched it, but I wasn't awake at the moment. But yeah, he streamed. He just kind of a quick little, like, you know, hello, give you a recap what's going on. He'll be back. I think he's gonna try to work his way back into it. You know, when I was hanging out with him, I didn't really bring up streaming that much, you know, kind of as a joke, but like, I'm never gonna be like, hey, when are you coming back? Kai, you need to come back. I'm like, no. He's like, he's got his own stuff going on. And we're just here to hang out and, you know, have a good time. What is Matic doing? Prathish, Matic looks like it came back down, tested resistance as support, and we're kind of hovering around this region right now. If we go to a larger time frame, you do have that that macro pivot, but that I'm mostly gonna be focusing on this setup here. If we can get back above, or sorry, if we can get back below that pivot off of this ABC, absolutely, you guys can go ahead and be a little play the shorts on this. But me personally, I'm just not touching Matic at the moment. Yeah, I'm gonna go get my phone, because one of the things that happened yesterday. So, yesterday was really nice out where I lived, and you know, for being at the end of January, it did not make sense for it to be almost 60 degrees outside. It was like 55, 54 at the peak. So I was like, I'm dragging my ass outside. So went outside, went out for a walk for a little bit. For a couple hours, I was outside. I walked for about an hour and a half, and then I just kind of I was listening to a podcast and I picked a park bench and just sat there and just listened to it and just kind of relaxed and enjoyed the weather for a little bit. So I brought my portable charger with me just in case my my phone didn't die or my AirPods didn't die. And then I got home, took out the portable charger and brought it back inside in the house with me, and then, you know, put it down somewhere, started doing some stuff. Next thing you know, I couldn't find it. I don't know where the hell it was. And before I hopped on stream, I went to go charge my phone, because usually I plug my phone before I go to bed. I thought to myself, oh, it's somewhere around here, let's get it later. And then next thing you know, I go and grab it this morning. I forgot the cable. And before I hopped on stream, I'm like running around my house trying to find this thing. I finally found it. So I plugged it in before hopping in on stream today. So in order for me to get my phone, I have to go behind this green screen. Guys, it looks fantastic. I'm not going to lie. The quality of the stream definitely looks a lot better with my room not being in the background. But I have a very tight space. Like, bro, I can't move my chair back anymore because of where the green screen is. Like, I have... trying to think of like this. I have a little bit more space on this side over here. But I really don't have enough space at all when it comes to the distance to move around in, the freedom to move around. So this green screen's pretty tight, so I gotta have to get up and kind of like crawl behind it just to get my phone. So in order for me to do that, I'm gonna go ahead and hide myself. I will be here. Just give me a minute. I will be right back. All right, let's see. Okay, we are back. Phone's at 98%. So this is the one thing I love about having a fast charger. That I was at like 18% before we started, in about less than probably about an hour. We have the full charge. All right. It's a little bit slow here. Let's go ahead and do Wordle. God. I'll keep price on the side over here. Wordle. Wow. Youth is a good one, but Arius. All right, so the O is not in the last or the second spot. There is no... What do you guys think? Below, maybe? Yeah, we can do below. Let's do below. Yikes. Scone. Jeff Jefferson, how you doing, my friend? You missed all the TA, man. No, I'm kidding. You guys can always go back and watch the beginning for the TA. We're just kind of here hanging out. If you have any questions, let me know. Scone. There's no... I'll do Scone. Okay. Coyote, great guess. But good to see you, my friend, Jeff Jefferson. Hope you're doing well. Crops. Crops is a good one. I'll probably just do that. Yeah, we'll watch the stream tomorrow morning. I appreciate it, my friend. I'm just trying to knock some letters. Yeah, no, Coyote, that's part of the game, man. That's part of the game. So what is it, crops? CRO. Is it another C? Crocs? All right, guys, we got to think about this one, all right? We got to think about it. Druther Cross, that's a good one. I want to hear a couple more options, though. Let me hear a couple more options. No, you guys are dead set on Cross? Oh, Crows is a good one. Oh yeah, there is no W. You're right. There is no W. All right, we're gonna do cross. All right, let's do cross. Any last any last suggestions going once? Actually, I gotta wait a little bit. There's this delay between me talking and then you guys getting it. I'll take any last suggestions, but I think I'm pretty confident in cross too. If it's not cross, I'm ending the stream. No, I'm kidding. All right. 3, 2, 1. Awesome, guys. Congratulations. You guys killed it. Boom. There you go. Druther got it. Good job, my friend. That was a tough one. That was a tough one. We got it in 5. Well recovered. We were doing really bad in the beginning. We were doing really bad in the beginning, but we came back. Good job, guys. Like I said, it's fun because it's a team effort. It's a community effort. Let's see. Romaine, hi. What do you think about kite crossing indicator, Johnny? Nice stream. Thank you so much, my friend. I do appreciate it. So I personally know Kite. We're good friends. That's something he used back in the day. And back in a different style of trading and what he used, what he used at the time. Me personally, and I know he can say this as well, he just doesn't use it. He just doesn't have a use for it at the moment. He was trying to take advantage. I think it was a VWAP crossing at multiple time frames. So me personally, I don't think it's the best tool. I'm sure he can vouch and say, you know what, you probably don't need it. It's just something he came up with at the moment. So that's just my opinion, though. Thank you. No problem, my friend. Oh, wow. Sorry, one of my favorite bands just released a festival. I don't know if I want to see them if they're co-headlining though. Let's see. Have you ever tried to trade other assets in crypto to test your ABC strategy? Me personally, I use it for stocks to buy. I don't personally trade stocks, but I use it to buy and hold large positions or larger macro positions remain. That's just me though. I haven't tried using it on a smaller time frame. I personally don't recommend it. I haven't used it on Forex. There's something to be said about Forex respecting ABCs. I just haven't personally came up with a plan to try to figure out what's the best risk to reward ratio to aim for. What's a good stop loss percentage? What's a good take profit method? Because I think Forex does behave a bit differently. So for me personally, I'm not the biggest fan. I just personally don't know. I haven't experimented that much outside of crypto. That's just me though. 4x only small moves. Yes, Pratish, I agree. I believe like I mean, I'll take a quick look. I think it's the only time where you can go trade a 5 minute on 4, or the only time you can trade ABCs on a 5 minute. You wouldn't got stopped out. Once, twice for a 4.2. Nah, not worth it. That might be worth it. But how often do you get? It's like that's trying to play into the C wave. I don't know how often you'll be able to do that. It's something I have to look into and experiment with. At the moment, it doesn't currently pique my interest, unfortunately, enough for me to go ahead and experiment with it. If you guys want to do it on your own accord, absolutely go for it. If you can come up with something, if you can find something that's consistent, that makes sense, let me know. It's seek and destroy price action. Yep. Absolutely, I agree. Maybe on ES it could work well. Kind of hard for me to say so. Maybe. It's possible. I wouldn't say that's a terrible idea. Like I said, I it's hard for me to have an opinion when I don't have extensive experience or I've done extensive research with it. So if you get, like I said, if you can find a way to make it work on other assets and have a consistent, profitable system, it's gonna take a while to do that. But if you guys can come up with it, I'll be more than open ears. The hard part about ES is the margin required to hold position overnight. Oh yeah, that's something I didn't think about. That's very true, brother. No flies, Owen. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. How you doing? Bro and broette. We're just hanging out, man. We just, we went over all the TA stuff before, so good to see you. Still holding our shorts. Let's see. For ES, the whole position overnight is 10K per contract versus $400 if you close before the bell. That is stupid. That is absolutely stupid. I don't know why. Like, it's stuff like that is pissing me off. Like for the everyday person, it's not. It's meant to deter everyday people from doing this. They want people with high money, high bankrolls who can afford to to pay that $10K per contract. Or at least incentivized to close your. It's more incentivized to close your positions before the closing bell. That's what it's meant to do. Shit's crazy though. Let's see. The micro ES is about 1/10 of that, but the profits are also 1/10. Exactly. Get what you pay for. What's the consensus for BTC, Johnny? To be honest, we have the bearish position. That's something you might not have seen before, but I personally, every once in a while, I will look at the RSI. And now, mind you, I'm not looking at this from the 14, standard protocol RSI settings. I'm changing the length to 125. And what this does is it gets rid of all the extra junk. It makes the RSI mimic price, except where the divergences are more pronounced. All right. And if you can see on a 2 hour, we have a massive bearish divergence. Now, this is something I don't take trades off of, obviously. This is something I will use to back up an idea if the argument is there, or if it is significant enough for me to see it. For me personally, two things can come out of this. One, we get a significant drop. I personally don't think we're at the very, very least coming in to putting in a much larger, steeper pullback. Could we go down to lower? Absolutely. Me personally, I'm not dead set on that yet. I'm expecting a larger pullback, right, to kind of let things cool off, and from there, hopefully, we can get a larger macro, another long position to try to ride the wave higher, if that is the case. Another thing that could happen because of this is something called the ball and window theory, I guess you can call it. So where, let's say you're outside. You take a tennis ball, or take a tennis ball. All right. If you take a tennis ball, throw it at a window, or let's say a lacrosse ball, something a little bit harder. You take a lacrosse ball, all right, and let's say you throw this lacrosse ball at a window, all right. Given the weight of the ball, all right, and given how hard you throw it, at this point, the strength of how hard we're throwing it is represented by how strong the divergence is. In this case, this is pretty strong. So we're taking the ball and we're throwing it pretty damn hard at the window. All right. If we take the ball, throw it at the window, okay, and let's say the window breaks. All right, we break the window. The momentum used to push through breaks through the window. that signifies price respecting the divergence and actually coming down and pulling back significantly. That's all the pressure that the ball has hitting the window and causing it to break. Right? That's gonna be the how we're gonna compare that. Okay, or maybe the window is thicker than we thought. Maybe we didn't think the window was strong enough to, or maybe we weren't expecting the window to be strong enough to withhold the impact of the ball hitting the window. All right, this is what could also happen. Is maybe we took so much effort and we threw the ball as pretty damn hard at the window, and let's say it doesn't break. Well, that momentum, that inertia built into the impact of the glass is going to reflect and come back at you. Okay, this signifies or represents, you know what, we do have a divergence here, but if the window doesn't break, you can take that same momentum that's used to push price down and to make it even further, make a further aggressive move to the upside. That absolutely does happen. This is a more significant case scenario for I would call for a bull market, where obviously I don't think we're in that at the moment. So it's kind of hard for me to lean on that possibility, but this is something I have seen in the past and it does occur. So it's something I will keep in mind. You know, just because we have a ginormous bearish divergence on a 2 hour doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to go ahead and hold this. You know, we can take that bearish pressure and just flip it into bullish pressure and just keep going up. Yeah, I'm watching it at 125 since you first mentioned it. Did you watch any crypto streams other than Kite? Every once in a while I'll tune into, okay, some of you guys might cringe at this, but I actually watch Jason Casper a good amount. The reason why I watch Jason Casper is because I didn't know this, but he makes his own music. He's a metalhead like me. And at one point he was streaming his music, and I just came in just to see what he was talking about for like 2 minutes, and I started listening to music. I'm like, oh, okay, this is pretty interesting. So I stuck around for that, and I didn't know that he's a guitar player too. So he writes his own music. He wrote an EP. He was waiting to put vocals on it. Apparently that was a project, almost 7 years ago. He just never got finished. I know that feeling. But he, I don't agree. Like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of how he trades, is because I market cipher and all that. But it's kind of funny to watch, to be honest. It's kind of funny. I like Jason Casper go. I like watching him. I used to watch a lot of traders reality. But recently I'm just because of my perspective, and maybe I just haven't watched him in a while. But he is so damn bearish. It's not even funny, and it just makes me laugh. It doesn't make me laugh, but it's just like, come on, dude. Like you gotta kind of give it up at some point. Yeah, look, even on the 8 hour, you're absolutely right. No fly zone. Look at this. Maybe this could be momentum to push us down. Who knows? But he is too damn bearish, man. Every single video I see is him like trying to justify, just a relief rally. We're gonna come down further. He thinks you're going down to 8K. I personally don't think that is the case. Yeah, goof 8K. There you go. Yeah. I don't think I think he thinks we're dead set on 8K. I don't think we're gonna. If we do go there, I think we have to develop more, shake people out. I don't think we're gonna drop straight there. He's just too damn bearish. Who else have I been watching? If you guys are interested in Elliott Wave, I don't trade this. I don't trade Elliott Wave, but I do look at this. What's his name? Stavros. Wave trading. Yeah, this guy. His name is Stavros. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but it's not me. It's not what I do. But sometimes I just find Elliott Wave so damn interesting. That like he's one of the few people that I listen to when it comes to Elliott Wave theory, and I'm like, okay, this makes sense. It's very complicated. It's a very complicated system, but I I like, it's entertaining to me. It's interesting to watch someone try to dissect a system like this. It's not meant for most people, but for some reason, how he views things and what he's got going on, I think he's a very smart dude. He's a very smart guy, and I actually do enjoy watching his content a lot. Yeah, Stavros. Yeah, I know that guy. He's a comedian. But yeah, I'm trying to think of who else I watched. Do I watch anyone else? Like, but like Stavro doesn't. Oh God, not the gymnast. Yeah, Stavros is actually a really funny comedian. I'm trying to think of who else do I watch. Who's in my subscription feed? Every once in a while I'll watch a Chart Champions video. I just don't like I guess his like way of like identifying like volume and certain points, like certain levels of points, like point of controls and all that. I'm just not the biggest fan of using those on very small time frames. It just doesn't make sense to me. It goes back to the scalper's mentality thing. Maybe on a much larger scale, maybe, but I'm just not the biggest fan. I'm trying to think of who else. I watch Ryan Matt every once in a while, but he doesn't really talk about trading that much anymore. Not really Crypto Face. Eric Crown Crypto I'll watch every once in a while. I'm just going down my list to see who I watch. I've subscribed to Target Hit, but it's because of how much he's just terrible at trading. I think it's pretty. I think it's pretty wild. Me personally, I'm trying to think of who else. Yeah, besides that, like pretty much the main ones I watch: Jason Casper, Stavros. I haven't really watched. I watch Kite religiously. But yeah, it's pretty much it. What is Stavros username? I'll share his channel if you guys want to check him out. Guys, go check out Stavros if you want to see Elliott Wave stuff, and let him know I sent you over. I've commented on one of his videos once, and he actually knows the book that we got the ABC trading method off of. So, like I said, we view things differently, but he seems like he's a very smart guy. Definitely knows his stuff more than some other Elliott Wave traders. There's some people who are Elliott Wave who do this stuff, and it's unreal. Some of the things they come up with. And some of like the extra tools and indicators they use, it's just pretty freaking crazy. It's just wild to me. Who else? Yeah, there's no one else really on my feed that I really watch. Some people have. I used to watch that Martini guy back in the day, but he's kind of I'm not gonna say cringe, but it's just I just don't find it entertaining that much anymore. TAs, a lot of these guys, their TA is mid. Their TA is absolutely mid. Trying to think of who else. Like everyone else, I just find not that interesting. Trying to think. I really don't watch crypto YouTube that much, surprisingly. Besides Kite, I really don't watch crypto YouTube that much. I used to watch a lot of Crypto Face when I was, first starting this. Every once in a while, okay, maybe every once in a while, like once every couple months, I'll tune into a stream and just see how he's doing. But Is that a nipple? Did I delete it? I have no idea, Pratish. I have no idea. Did you listen to the old podcast he was on with Nick and Adam? What, the comedian? No, I haven't seen. I haven't seen that. I watched him on like TikTok and stuff, where he does like stand-up shows, but I haven't seen the podcast. At least you're talking about someone else, Coyote. Like a forex trader. Like, I find forex so cringe. Did you know Michael and Jason Pizzino, they do a TA on crypto and traditional markets? Very interesting. Who are they from? I find forex traders to be so cringe, man. It's so cringe. Day in the life of a forex trader. If I made a day in the life video, you guys would, I don't know, you guys definitely would. I literally, like, besides like doing research on like crypto and like YouTube and all that stuff, I really don't. I mean, I got to start going to the gym more. I just been sick for the past month, so the last thing I want to do is stress my body even more. I'm waiting for my body to like better recover. Like, as you guys can hear, I'm still coughing. I went on a walk yesterday for like an hour and a half, and it didn't really act up too much, so that's a good sign. So maybe I'll start going to the gym more as I can start to, at least I know I'm feeling a little bit better. I need to start being a little bit more active. I keep saying that, like, I feel like I say that like once a month, a couple times a month, but I don't really watch. I watch like you know what's surprising? I watch a lot of like commentary videos. I watch Abba and Preach a lot. If you don't know who Abba and Preach is, I watch like financial channels and stuff. I love like guitar, or like playing guitar and music. So like a lot of my feed is like guitar YouTubers. I follow Rich Rebuild, so he does like electric EV cars stuff, and he's kind of a funny guy, so I like watching him. Sometimes it's like gun stuff too, so for all you guys who are, you know, us Americans here, I watch Garantham a good amount. But Benarius, who is it? What's the name of the show? I'll take a look into it. Rich's sarcasm is awesome. Yeah, he's really funny. He's a funny guy. He's a funny dude. Only streamers I watch is Jason, you, and Kite. All the rest just want you to FOMO and FUD out. Yeah, pretty much. I don't watch, like, I used to watch Tyler Zero, or is that his name? Tyler Z, whatever his name was. Is it Tyler Zero? No. What's the shit? What was his name? Maybe I won't find it here. Tyler S. That's what it is. Tyler S. Yeah. I used to watch a lot of Tyler S. But same thing. TA mid. I don't like talking shit. And I'm not really here to talk shit. I just, based on what I'm seeing and like what I see, this is like every other Joe Schmo. Nothing, they don't bring anything unique to the table. Like, this is all pretty much the same junk. Like, and I'm not trying to, you know, trash any of these guys as like individuals, but just based on the content I see, it's just not appealing. It's not unique. It's not different. I'm not trying to say I'm unique and different. I just provide a different perspective. And you know what? A lot of the times when it comes to trading, providing a different approach, a different style, contrary to the traditional way of thinking, it's probably more profitable than most. That's just how it is. But like I said, I'm not trashing any one of these. I don't want anyone, you know, I'm sure at some point some big YouTuber's gonna watch what I watch me and see like, who the fuck is this guy? Oh, don't even get me started. Don't get me started. Like, okay, I know what you guys are thinking. I'm thinking the same thing. TA mid, but 30,000. She gets 54,000 views on a 30K sub channel. She's definitely different. I'll say that. Different. TA, not so much. TA mid at best. She does like crude oil. I'm sorry. I'm talking shit, guys. I'm sorry. I'm talking shit. I gotta stop. Great. Now everything that I'm looking at is like trading related stuff. My comment was before you pulled up her video, by the way. Only streamers. Oh, so now wait, you're gonna start watching her now, Coyote? Why are both our suggestions so similar? I mean, I'm not signed in. This is on a incognito account. Because the last thing I want is to have no chance. I just don't want, like, because I'm showing you guys examples. I don't want these guys to be flooded on my feed. I'd rather be flooded on this feed. Creators Lo-Fi Jazz. Yeah, I can't do that. I like winning trades. Was he on here? Oh, you're just saying that in general. I like winning trades. Duh, I'm stupid. I'm sorry. I read too much into these comments sometimes. I'm sorry. But yeah, I really don't do much. I mean, I do much in regards to the channel. Like, unfortunately, my sleep schedule is kind of garbage right now. Do you smoke pots? I used to, when I was younger, I used to a lot. Lot more than I do now. If I do, it's more of like in a social setting. I'm not a pothead. I would never, sit here on stream, get high. That's just not my thing. If I'm trying to reset my sleep schedule, yes, I will do it before I go to bed. That's something that does help me. Like if I don't smoke for a while and I sit there and get really high, or if I eat like an edible or something and then go to bed, that helps you go to bed a lot faster. Besides that, I don't recreationally use it unless I'm in a social setting, unless I'm with friends and all that. Toro's crypto isn't terrible at trading. They just use a lot of TPO, which isn't super common. What's TPO? A smaller channel. Well, like I'm the one to talk. Let's see. I smoked on Friday after a long time. My ears were buzzing. So many colors of cartoons. It doesn't use candles.
Hello,
now I'm curious.
Welcome to...
And see, like I said, I'm not trying to start drama. I'm not trying to start fights. This is just criticism just by me first viewing. I've never heard of this guy before. I'm not trying to talk shit. I'm not trying to attack him as a person. All I'm saying is I see what I see here. And what do I see? I don't know. It just seems like everything else. Let's see. He is legit. Look up exo charts. Oh, okay. Okay. I see what I know what exo charts are. He is legit, but the style isn't for me. Like I said, I'm not saying this is the worst thing in the world. It's just kind of similar to what everyone else is doing. Oh, what is that? ABC. ABC. ABC, guys. He did it. He did an ABC. Subscribe. No, I'm kidding. 5-minute time frame. Rising channel, yeah, he trades a lot of. Okay. This guy doesn't seem. Not. I hate talking like this because I feel like I'm putting myself in a position to say that I'm better than them. I'm not better than them. It's just there's tiers and understanding. Like once you guys are familiar with trading and you've been around the block for a little while, you can kind of tell what's good information and what is garbage. Based on what I'm seeing, like I said, first impressions, it seems kind of generic. I'm not saying it's, a terrible thing. Maybe he did draw an ABC on one of his videos, but like this is not me. This is a very chart champion style of trading, and it's just so much extra crap on your screen that you just don't need. I mean, I would say if you are going to scalp, I would say these tools are probably more useful than hurtful. But when it comes to my style of trading, it just doesn't make sense. And also in trading in general, I'm not saying that this is superior, this is a good method. It's just in general, this is not suited for most people. And that's I feel like that's what my target audience is. That's what I want to portray, or that's what I want to I guess attend to and push my content to, is everyday people. Most of these people here, most of the people who go into trading are not going to be successful using these styles, the exo charts, these crazy volume profiles on a 5-minute, using all this stuff. It's just not practical for most people. There's a guy in this community called French Bull who I learned LUA from. Okay. Like I said, it could be decent. Just me personally, like I said, I just don't. For the everyday person and what trading truly is, I don't know what the hell he's doing. It's just not the most practical. Sorry, I had to do that as well. I'll check him out though. A lot of guac. Best support resistance lesson I've learned in 10 years. Let's see. Yeah, if you want to day trade ES with TPO, look up Trade Bets. He's killer with it. Like he said, it's time consuming. What do you make of the ICT stuff? What's ICT? Oh God. I and like future, like low time frame scalping futures is almost as cringy as crypto. Inner circle trading. Is he like a channel? This guy? Holy shit, he's got almost a $500,000. God damn. I haven't, I mean, I'll take a look if you guys want me to do that. I mean, he does mostly like, it looks like S&P in traditional markets. I'm not an expert at these, but from a basic trader's like perspective, a 1 minute on a mini CME, come on guys. A 1 minute. Like I said, this is not an attack on a person. It's not a personal attack. I'm not trying to attack and, you know, defame anyone. I'm just saying, you know, based off of what I know in my perspective of trading, I'm just not the biggest fan of like these very low time frame scalping methods. But like I said, I also don't know anything about futures, so I'm not going to sit here and completely, you know, dictate my bias just off of that. He has seriously in-depth courses free on YouTube. Oh, really? Free on YouTube? Yeah, I mean, look, if you are brand new, it depends on the kind of information he talks about. I think you can learn the basics from pretty much anyone. There's certain things I agree and disagree with some of the things that people teach online. But I mean, if it's free, I can't really knock the guy for it. Okay. Can I show you guys something that really gets me angry? What is it? You guys know I'm going with this. Guys, this is not a personal attack on Crypto Career University. I'm going just based off what I see. My initial first thoughts. I'm not trying to say that what information he provides is bad. I'm just giving you my personal opinion. Whether you take with that, you know, you can take what you can do whatever you want with that. I'm not going to actively talk crap or defame this person just because of how I perceive the information he presented. That's up to you guys to do your own research before I go ahead and make any other comments past this point. To let you guys know that I do not personally have, I'm not trying to defame his brand. I'm just giving my personal thoughts and what I think based on what I see as another trader. You guys can assume what you want. Like I said, this is the kind of stuff I stay away. Do you guys really want to know the stuff I kind of stay away from? I want you to click on this link down here. And I just want you to take a look at this. No, I just realized his thing's still in the background. I just want you to take a look at this. I really just want you to take a look at what's going on here. Okay. Yeah. So you guys can go ahead and take a look for yourself what you think. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Is it based on what I see? I don't know the actual contents of the course. I'm not going to make an opinion based on something I do not know. But you guys can go ahead and check out the information yourself and go ahead and make a decision on your own whether or not you believe it to be worth it or not. Like I said, I'm not personally defaming him. I don't know him personally. I don't know I just going based on what I first see. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say. if you guys really want my opinion, you guys can ask me in the Discord. But the 5-star reviews. Let's see. What was it? Bitcoin. Sorry, Prathish. Bitcoin census. I'll take a look at this guy. I didn't realize. I think we were going to be doing this today. All right. Let's see. Oh no, this goes way past beginner level. Okay. I know a few people that have taken his trading style and applied it to crypto, and they are killing it. I mean, hey, if it works, it works. Like I said, I'm going based off what I know. Coyote. The haircut says enough. LOL. His confidence with his hair. But the 5-star reviews. Is it OnlyFans? I think I'd rather pay for an OnlyFans. That's just me. I feel like a lot of traders make more money teaching because they can't trade worth a shit. It's kind of hard for me to have an opinion on that because that's kind of what I do. You guys have paid to join the community, and if in a way it is, you are paying for lessons on how to navigate things. The difference between, I would say, me and most people is, one, I've been through the ropes. I've had a lot of experience. My job is to kind of show you guys what makes sense, what doesn't make sense, what's worth it, what's not worth it, what to avoid, what to focus on. I also teach a unique style of trading, something that goes against what 95% of people have to offer on YouTube. So I think for majority of the cases, Druther, yes, you are correct. I think most people sell courses because they're just terrible at what they do. But I think there's a few people. I'm not trying to pat myself on the back. I'm not perfect. There are going to be times where I suck. But I feel like I do a good job. Kite does a fantastic job. He offers, value. He offers value in exchange for money. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm never gonna diss someone because of that, because I do it. But to me, I'm trying to exchange value as much as I can. $14,000 I will invest in BTC and ETH, and then buying a course. Yeah, exactly, Prathish. The difference between you and Kite is that all your content is available on YouTube for free. Just watch the live stream. Yes, absolutely. That's what I try. I try my best to provide as much free information as I can to the YouTube channel. And if you guys, it's a platform. I took a lot from Kite. And that method, that style, it's something I want to be able to push. I want you guys to be able to go ahead and ask me questions that you might have to pay for another course, or you might have to pay to get into someone's course to get an answer to. That's not how I roll. I'm not. There's some people who, I've had a couple situations where people have asked me, hey, I'm having, I need help with this. What do you think about this? And, I take the time to go ahead and share the information and share as much information as I can. When you join the community and join the Discord, it's not a requirement. You guys don't need that to become successful in ABCs and trading. The thing is that you're paying to get into a community, as well as you're paying for educational content, as well as you're paying for you're paying for real-time information from me. Not only setups, is if you guys have a question real time, instead of waiting for a stream, you guys can have access to me pretty quick. So I do my best to try to exchange as much value as I can for the money. I'm not just charging $150 for nothing. I personally, based on the information, based on the community, based on even the Trigger Trade bot, just that alone to me is worth way more than what I'm charging for. Question: what do you think about Wheelhouse Trading in his personal trading chart program algorithms? Is that the name of his channel, Ryan? I'll go ahead and take a look. I'm not familiar with that. Is this the guy? The first thing you said that, okay, so the first thing you said that kind of raised the red flag was algorithms. Me personally, I'm not the biggest fan of algorithms because one is you can only be unique with a certain algorithm for so long. Eventually, enough people will use them, and it can cause some issues with how reliable the algorithm could be. Wow. Hold on, I gotta do this for emphasis effect. Okay. He came up with his own symbols for volume and whales, etc. This kind of looks like market cipher. And the only thing that's very cringe to me is fib circles. All right. I'll be honest with you, Ryan. I am not a fan of this whatsoever. To be honest, this is a lot of extra stuff on your screen that you are not going to need to make profitable trading decisions. I'm not trying to take away from his fan base. I'm not trying to take away from his customer base. My personal opinion only, my professional opinion, is that stuff like this is going to inhibit you more than it's going to help you. What a lot of people do who trade like this, they make it seem like they have an edge. They make it seem like they know more, that they have a step ahead of you with all this stuff on their screen. But to be honest, they don't. Yeah, Prateesh, this is what he saw tripping before when he was when he got high. But like I said, I'm not trying to tarnish him. I'm not trying to crap on him. This is just my personal advice. I don't know him as a person. I don't know his content. I literally just clicked on the video, picked on a random spot, hit paused. Based on what I see, this is not going to be information overload. Yes, absolutely, Ryan. In trading, one of the biggest things to understand and one of the biggest things you'll learn in your career, at some point, it takes people to lose in order for them to realize this, is that in trading, more doesn't equal better. More stuff on your screen, more indicators, all this stuff on your screen does not make it better. One of the biggest things that you'll run into is a thing called option paralysis or information paralysis, to where you will come in, get overloaded with stuff like this. And how do you make a profitable trading plan off of this? If you guys could seriously come up with a good profitable trading method with this, I would be shocked. I would be honestly shocked. This is just information paralysis. It's just too much. In trading, less is actually more. Take a look at this guy's chart. All right, and let's take a look at my chart. Let me just go to like a 4 hour. Is he using a 4 hour? What time frame is he using? A daily. Wait, what is this? Oh, it's a Dow Jones. But just for an example, like this is my chart. All right, maybe I'll have like one line here, one line here. This is my chart. This is his chart. So, like I said, in trading, understanding important levels of support and resistance are very key. It's a key part of your success, not just from an ABC perspective, but you have to be able to identify trends, identify local lows, local highs, understand support and resistances that matter. From there, it evolves into ABCs. But trust me when I say this, I've been down this path before. Like a lot of you, I've been down the road of having a million different indicators and stuff on my screen. It's just not beneficial. It's too much. It's too much to make an actual trading, profitable trading system off of. And don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. That's all I'm going to say. But this stuff sells, man. It gets people intrigued. It gets people excited. It gets people thinking that, you know, hey, this guy came up with something that's gonna be not the end all be all, but the holy grail of systems, or at least something that's gonna put us over the edge of everyone else in the market. Guys, there's been so many people like this. It's just not beneficial. It's just not beneficial. Another thing to think about: when a Tradingview goes under and had all the indicators you pay for, and it's not on another platform. Absolutely, brother. You never know. At the end of the day, Tradingview is a business. Tradingview can easily go under, and what do you do from there? What is another chart? I don't know any other. I mean, I know certain exchanges have chart. I guess chart companies that they use, or their own, or actually no, Bybit's. I think Bybit's connected to Tradingview, but you know, let's be honest. I don't think Tradingviews go anywhere anytime soon. Do you need $1 million plus to trade? Fantastic question. Yeah, I could do this all day. You guys have anyone else? This is something I didn't think I would probably end up doing, but we refer for 2 hours now. Thoughts on MEXC for crypto? That's what I'm likely going to do. Is that a particular channel, Ryan? I'm sorry, you're gonna have to forgive me. I don't know. I watched 3 people on YouTube. That's it. So MEXC? Oh, it's an exchange. Am I right, Ryan? Let me know if I'm right on that. Okay. Does it offer leverage? Let me know if it offers leverage or not. Okay, it does. So best advice for you. Yeah, it looks like it does. USDTM, perpetual futures, which is what we do. I believe so. It also does. Oh, maybe it might be slightly different. I'm not too sure, but you know, we use Bybit. You know, it's for we use derivatives. So my best advice, regardless. I don't want leverage yet. Okay, that's perfectly fine. I leverage is a tool that, when used properly can mitigate your portfolio exposure. So my best advice, not financial advice, but just personal opinion of what I've experienced, regardless of what exchange you use, never, ever keep your entire portfolio in that exchange. All right. Use what you need to use and add, you know, initially deposit what you want to use or you need to use, and then to keep depositing from there if you need to. Try your best to not put your entire stack into the exchange. The problem with these exchanges is that even with Bybit, you know, Bybit's been around since, I don't know, 2018, 2019. And it's been one of the longest lasting exchanges besides, like, I don't know if BitMEX is still around. But besides BitMEX, this has been one of the only leveraged exchanges that are still around from that time period. And even still, the safety of the funds, especially with the whole FTX stuff, safety of funds, proof of funds, you don't know where your money is. You don't know the future of the exchange. You never know what is going to happen with these exchanges. So in order to protect yourself from that, never, ever keep more than 20 to, let's say 20, I would say 20, 30% of your account in your exchange at all times. And like I said, deposit if needed. Last thing you need is, you know, Let's say you start off with $1,000, and let's say you do really well. Let's say you turn that into like 10,000. God forbid something happens to the exchange, you're screwed. See, Ryan, I don't want to leverage yet. I'm super new. Oh, welcome to trading. Welcome to the channel. I noticed you are new to the channel, so I appreciate you stopping by. If you're not familiar with how I trade and how I do things, please feel free to ask. I will definitely go ahead and go over that for you. As well as, like I said, to me, if you're going to pick an exchange, I'm not trying to sway you one way or another. You don't have to use leverage. Bybit also does spot buying. And also with leverage, you can also control it too. If you want to use 2x leverage, you absolutely can. You don't have to go ahead and use ridiculous high amount of leverage if you don't want to. I believe there's margin trading as well, which I didn't realize. Leverage tokens. So I personally will recommend Bybit if you're going to pick an exchange. Just from my personal experience, they've been around the longest. They have the best track record. When it comes to server reliability, there's maybe been less than a handful of times Bybit's ever been down. And even when it's been down, it's ever been in a crucial moment. Every time price is experiencing lots of volatility, Bybit has always been there to combat that, and definitely go ahead, and the servers are definitely strong enough to handle it. So like I said, I'm not trying to sway you a certain way. What if it's still in stocks? What if it's still in the stocks? Does the exchange matter then? In stocks, no, not really. No, because with stocks, if you're in the US, Ryan, there's basically security laws basically protecting your money up to a certain amount. So like you're going to be perfectly fine regardless of what, if you're going to trade stocks. If you're just going to buy and sell assets, I use platform Webull. I also have a Robinhood account. I have a Robinhood like balance. I don't really use it that much. I will buy a little bit. You can use TD Ameritrade if you want. I've had people use that. There's tons of different options available. Like I said, in the US, if you're planning on buying and holding stocks, it's pretty straightforward. There's good security laws. The platforms are really good. You have nothing to worry about. It's when you start diving into crypto and leverage exchanges, where that's where you can get a little bit into some sticky situations. See, Jordan, Camarad Crypto, fun crypto live streams. He mimics other crypto YouTubers and a genuine guy. TA is not that great. Let's take a look at this. Can't spell. $70K. When has this guy been around? Two years. I feel I'm gonna be here for a while. Let's say 2 years. Damn, 70K in 2 years, man. I can't. It's hard not to. Hasn't posted a video there in a while. Damn, he's copying me with the backwards hat, man. I got longer hair than him, though. TA's not that great, genuine guy. I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure some of these people, okay, interesting effects there. I'm sure some of these guys are great. I want to see something. I'm not signing in. He's in New York. Oh, he's close to me. Yeah, it's nothing special. Maybe one day we'll get to 70K. Jason Casper's live. Let's see if he's listening to you.
Which is why I'm short. And I'm also aware that this might be the rejection from the value area high of the range, but I would prefer.
And, you know, it's something I find crazy too. I feel like a lot of these guys do way better than me when it comes to like success on YouTube and stuff. These guys make a fuck. I know these guys make a stupid amount of money doing this stuff on YouTube. He has his own trading course. $400. All right, $400 is not terrible. I don't know how I pay. That's not terrible. But I know these guys are killing it on YouTube. Oh, there's Crypto Face. And these guys are streaming from MacBooks. He's streaming from a MacBook.
Not
like
add to my short here because I don't want to ruin this.
He's using like a office background, streaming, and like look how laggy his look how much his interface is laggy. These guys are streaming from MacBooks. Same thing with the other guy. Same thing with this dude. Guy streams from a MacBook. I'm feeling all professional and like, you know, I got my DSLR camera up here, green screen. Got 2 monitors set up. You know, you guys there's good input sense. You know, my chart isn't stuttering or lagging. You guys get smooth frames. If you want to see a terrible Crypto Face copy but worse, look up Cryptopolis now. Wait, what am I spelling this wrong? You know, I'm just gonna copy it. I'm just gonna copy it from chat. I can't spell. Guys, a bunch of you might think I'm smart. I'm pretty retarded sometimes, and this is a good example. I cannot spell to save my life. Oh god, I saw something. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. They're not millionaires from trading. It's from the courses. It blows my mind. You're absolutely right, Ryan. It blows my mind. Now, I'm not trying to say like when I say this. I'm trying to think of, I want to think of how I'm going to say this before I say this. Like you guys have done a fantastic job of supporting me, supporting the channel. I love every single one of you guys for it. I'm not going to lie. You know, I've been getting paid decently well from the Discord signups, even after the sale, the special. You got a lot of you guys that signed up, and I really do appreciate. Like I said, those specials don't come around often. For those who took advantage of the special, I appreciate you. For those who who are signed up recently, I appreciate you just as much, arguably even more. I can't say that. I love you guys all equally. I can't say that. But imagine if I was on like, I believe I'm on to something. I believe I have a very good system. Is it perfect? No, but I believe I have a very good system. If I can be on track to perform like some of these guys, but also take that money into trading, this could apply to any of you, right? This is part of the reason why, okay? This is why I say trading is a wealth generator, not a wealth creator, okay? It is very hard for you to take $100 and turn it to 100K. But it's very easy for you to turn 100K into 10 million. Wait, is that the same? Yeah, it's a lot easier to turn 100K into 10 million than it is to turn $100 into 100K. That's all I'm going to say is you can take different aspects. I try to inspire you guys to, and by inspire, I mean, try to paint you a picture of what's realistic, right? In trading, like I said, trading is a wealth multiplier, not a wealth creator. You should, as much as I love trading, as much as I think you guys can absolutely make good money from trading, I honestly, if a good, I'm going to treat this as like a good friend came up to me. If a good friend came up to me, hey, I have this going on, you know, let's say, I'm not trying to say all of you guys are like this. Some of you guys are in better positions than others, but some people don't have a lot to play with. What I try to tell these people who don't have a lot to play with is, unfortunately, turning $100 into 100 grand is very unrealistic. It's very unrealistic. For me, my best advice is to try to find something to build capital with, whether it's running a business, whether it's, you know, I know, okay, I'm gonna tell you this. I know someone in my personal life who started out with not that much, and he started basically buying and reselling shit. And all he does now is focus on shoes and like collectible items sometimes. And he does very well. He does very freaking well for what he does. And he takes that money and he invests it. He doesn't trade like I do, but he invests it. And he's been turning that, he's been setting himself up for when the next bull run happens, guys. He is gonna be stupid rich. Stupid. He's gonna be stupid. And he took the work and the time to do that outside of trading, and it basically compounded the gains and reinvested it into trading. It's the same thing when it comes to, you know, what I do. And as of right now, like I said, I use the money I made from running the group, from doing all this, to basically just support me and to basically help pay my bills. At some point, we're gonna get to a point to where it's gonna be a little bit extra. I'm gonna be completely transparent. I do plan on using that extra money to reinvest into future retirement savings, and also, you know, possibly use some of that to trade with. And I can tell you this now, like, using that and compounding with trading, it's gonna be stupid. It's gonna be stupid. It's a market diaper copy of even more garbage. We cannot see the price on the screen like a video game cosplay. I remember Jason Casper said on Market Cypher you need to use 12 and 24 minute time frame for a strategy to work, and it's nonsense. Yeah, like it's not good. It's not good. But going back to what I was saying before, is like, you know, I do plan on, you know, using that to accumulate my stack, and there's nothing wrong. You know, at the end of the day, these guys do it, but they can't do anything with it. You guys can do it and make something of it. Lots of good companies to invest in. Absolutely, Ryan. Absolutely. But that's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to get you guys to understand, like, a lot of these guys do this stuff. They make, you know, they make all this money. I'm not trying to say that, you know, some of these guys who do make a lot of money selling courses, the indicators, a lot of them don't know what to do. And so they live off of that. Imagine the power you guys could have if you guys were able to take that same concept, you know, make money from something else. I'm not saying it could be trading. If you guys want to start your own YouTube trading channel, absolutely go for it. But you guys can go ahead and do that. And then from there, take the money you make from your other ventures, bring it into trading, and the how fast you can grow is going to be, it's stupid. It's stupid. See everyone in the Discord. Got to drop, Druther. Thank you so much, my friend. I'm probably going to head out here in a little bit as well, just because we've been here for 2.5 hours. So I really appreciate you guys so much. So make sure I caught up on everything. But yeah, all right. I'm done with this. We've been here for a while. We've been, you know, had some decent conversations. You know, I'm not gonna say what else we've done, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just call a night or a day there. I do appreciate you guys so much. If you guys missed out on the TA, please go back and watch the rerun, as well as you guys have any questions, you guys can ask me throughout the live streams. I believe I got everyone. If I missed your question, I apologize. Please DM me on Discord. My Discord is in the description below, as well as if you guys are interested in joining a community where you get to join others who are like-minded in ABCs, as well as get access to my real-time setups. Like I said, none of this is required, guys. I know we talked about courses and all that. What I like to do is I try not to hide behind a paywall. I try to go ahead and give you guys all the information up front. I do my best to show you guys that it's possible to learn all this without being involved in the group. The group is just an extra bonus. It might just speed it might just speed up the process for you. So it's absolutely not required. You guys have been doing fantastic and supporting me in the channel by showing up, saying hello, asking great questions. So that's all I really do appreciate. That's all I really ask. I do appreciate every single one of you who has contributed further. You also get access to tutorial videos. Like I said, all this stuff is here, but I will be more than willing to go ahead and explain it to you guys in the tutorials. It's just no one has really asked me. But if you guys have any questions, if you guys are interested, there's a one-time payment link in the description to join, as well as if you want to just try out for a month, you absolutely can. Just if you do sign up for a lifetime, please DM me on Discord once you sign up. For some reason, Stripe doesn't send me notifications. Excuse me. Stripe doesn't send me notifications when people sign up. So I've had a couple of people who signed up recently. I had to wait a day or two, and I really do apologize for that. But you guys DM me on Discord if you guys do sign up. As well, I will take crypto as payment. All the information is in the link in the description. I'm not gonna go on and on about this, but I love every single one of you. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will catch you guys on, what is it, Tuesday? Tuesday. Yes, so it'll be February on the 2nd. I'll catch you guys on February 2nd. I do appreciate every single one of you who did come by, say hello. But until next time, folks, we had a good stream. I do appreciate you for tuning in, hanging out, saying hello, hopefully saying goodbye. But hopefully we get a move. I'm going to keep going on unless I go ahead and end the stream. But I'm going to do this, actually. I'm just going to go ahead and just pull myself. I don't know how big to make this. This would be a good one, a good size. I don't want to be my entire screen is blown up with me on it. Ryan Orion, that's a cool name. I do appreciate you for coming by. It's good to meet you. It's good to see you. I know you're new to the channel. I hope to see you again soon. If you have any questions regarding ABCs, man, feel free to ask during the live streams. Like I said, yeah, check out once I'm done streaming, there's an introduction to how I trade the ABC method in the homepage. As well as if you have any questions regarding, man, my DMs are open. Like I said, if I'm not too busy with the group, I'll catch up on DMs, but I hope to see you on the next live stream or future live streams. But I do appreciate you stopping by. Thanks again, folks, everyone. Love you all. Be good, be safe, trade the plan. Now that you know we're shorting from up here, stick to the plan. Hopefully we'll get an answer tomorrow. Like I said, I know you guys are waiting on CPI news. I really did not in it for me, not doing it for me. So be good, be safe, trade the plan. Now you know the plan. Don't be stupid. Use good risk management. I can go on all day. Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate you. Goodbye.